Hi Capricorn, welcome. So Capricorn, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, so the roles may be reversed. Feel free to flip it if you need to. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, blah, 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 blah. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I'm sorry I'm looking under my table. I just got a new puppy. Yes, I still have my Daisy, for those of you who are familiar. I do have an older dog, an Aussie, but I recently got, oh, come here, hold on. We're going to start out Capricorn's reading with Doc. This is Doc. He's my new puppy. Isn't he sweet? I love him so much. But anyways, if you see me looking down or you hear any whining, it's because he's only 9 weeks old and he's very, very needy and he's very, very lovey and he likes me to hold him a lot. So, yeah. Anyways, you could just sit here and you could watch me play with my dog. I'm just kidding. They came for tarot. Okay. Anyways, let's get into it and see where we are headed. Capricorn, you have the first card out is the Sun, Leo energy. That could be in your chart or the chart of the person you're connecting with. This is talking about your essence, your energy, your heart chakra, yourself, self-awareness. Sometimes this can be an ego-driven, maybe even a little bit of a childish energy, so something to be aware of. But let's get into it and see, Capricorn, what you've got going on with you and your person. So you have the card of the King of Cups. They have the Ace of Pentacles. This is talking, both cards talking about commitment, which I think is really interesting, right? So your card is talking about being more committed to self, though, than anything, but also taking the integral, is that a word? Taking the approach, whatever approach you take, taking it with integrity, with emotional maturity, being really super important. As there is like this caution around getting childish or stooping yourself to another person's level and needing to be careful with that. So then you have the Ace of Pentacles on their side, which is talking about commitment as well. But more so for them, it's like what they're committed to. Pertaining to like things of value, like their values, their beliefs, their goals, their work ethic. Yours is more about being committed to self, emotions, spirituality, things of that nature. So let's get into it and see where this is headed. We're going to look at what led up to the now moment, look at the recent past, how you view each other, how you feel underneath it all, and the big spiritual picture for you. So, Capricorn, get a card fly there. You have the Lovers, the Devil, the Ace of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles and the Sun. So 1, 2, 3 major arcanas here. This is major, okay? That might be the title for the reading. This is major. You might have felt like a very strong connection with this person, almost fixated, to borderline toxic even, if you've over fixated or became over dependent on this person. But it's just like, that's what happens when you're in love, you know? You just fall in love, and you do have a tendency to grow on each other, but also to become dependent on each other. But I feel like, you know, something here happened where it felt like, all right, things coming to a head or things coming to a standstill as it ends on the Knight of Pentacles. It's almost a sense of like you have all this love to give, Capricorn, and for some of you, no one to give it to. For others of you, just hesitant to give it, you know? Like, are you going to appreciate it? Are you going to value me? Is what I have to give enough? So there's some insecurities wrapped around this, or at least there was in the recent past. So let's see. Person you're connecting to. Page of Pentacles, Justice card. Wow, the Ace of Cups. The first thing I heard when that card came flying out is I've been thinking about love. So that could have been where this person's mind has been or yours has been. I feel like this person's been in this space of trying to be open to, you know, other connections. They've been really, there's this message here about like how they relate to other people, wanting to be relatable. Like when this person loves someone, they tend to mimic or mirror or try to be relatable to that person, especially if they have Libra in their chart. But it's a sense of like this person wanting to be likable or be relatable, especially in love, especially when they're in love, especially with you, Capricorn, if you're the one they're in love with. And yet it ends on the 10 of Swords. So there's a sense of like, is that understood? Is that reciprocated? So both of you kind of ending it, or I shouldn't say ending it. Both of you kind of being in this space of questioning things, okay? And that may have been how you left it in the past for those of you who are no longer connected, but different strokes for different folks. Let's see. What is the current perspective? Let's bring it into the now energy. What's going on when Capricorn thinks of this person? Death and rebirth. Scorpio energy for some of you. The Magician. Yeah, I feel like some of you were bound and determined to make things happen, right? And I feel like that was in the past, but as it pertains to the now, definitely gone through some major changes here for you, Capricorn. And I mean this on an emotional level, and they're also saying relatable, and how you relate to others or how you relate to this person. Maybe the way that you used to go about things in connections or relationships has slowly morphed and changed, and now you're able to give a different side of yourself, right, than maybe you have in the past. And this is helping to kind of carve out a new path for you when it comes to connections and finding people and partners, you know, and pulling it out of this partnership, should you want it, more of a relatable vibe, right? Not so much this I need you vibe. Here's the funny thing. Like, we think that when we feel like super intense desire or emotion for someone, and we feel like we need them, that's our mate, right? I'm not saying it is or it isn't. I'm just saying it's not healthy. And yet they glorify it on TV and in movies, you know. But what that insinuates, when you have someone that you really, really, really desire for, but you also feel insecure about the connection, that's not a healthy connection. That's almost your clue right there that there's some sort of mismatch in the energy, right? Because when you really want something, but you don't believe in it, you don't truly believe in it, or maybe you don't believe the other person wants you in that same way, it cannot work out. It cannot work out because you are not a match to your own desire. Meaning, you either have to do the vibrational work of realizing that you do deserve it, you can have this person, you can have anyone you want, and get into that place of power, and then you might attract a different response from them, and or you've got to accept the fact that you're not a match. Maybe you were a match at one point, but you're no longer a match because maybe you evolved and outgrew that, and accept what the universe has to send you, which is nothing short of exactly what you want, because the universe is always trying to give to you an improvement, a betterment, another person, another job, another house. You know, like the universe has the ability to continually give you experience after experience. It's only us that blind ourselves from being able to go with the experience, you know? So anyways, I don't know why I went into all that. I'm sorry. Let's go into their perspective. Oh, okay. So let me go back to what I was saying. So some of you, it was like you confused a strong desire or attraction towards someone as like maybe a twin flame soulmate, whatever. And it turned out not to be. So now in this space of, you know how you can really tell if someone's for you? It's not the one you're addicted to. It's not. That's a toxic connection. The one that's really for you will feel easy, like relatable, comfortable. Things will flow with them. You'll feel like you can be yourself around them. There's no insecurities around it. You can tell each other the truth. That's your person. That's your person. Right? Some of you have been through a connection where you thought it was the person, it wasn't the person. Or maybe it was, but they grew and evolved, and so did you, right? Or your lives went different ways, whatever. And now, because of that experience, you know what you really want, and what you really want is someone you could be yourself around, right? Relatable. Someone who's relatable. Anyways, so this person is Knight of Swords, 3 of Cups, 5 of Swords, 3 of Swords. So I feel like this person, they have a lot of avoidance problems here. They're trying to avoid getting their heart broken. They're worried over that. They're trying to avoid confrontation. They just want to seem supportive and loving, and yet they're denying some of their own emotions by doing that. That's very interesting. This reminds me very much of the Taurus reading I just did, but they're giving me a song. It's a popular on YouTube, but I honestly don't know the artist's name or if it's on the radio. He says, "Take all my money. It don't mean a thing." Essentially, the song is, I don't know all the lyrics. Take all my money because I based my life experience on you, or something like that. See, that sounds romantic, doesn't it? Like, oh my gosh, you revolved your world around me until it falls apart, right? And then you realize why that's not so romantic. Your world, in order for you to sustain self in this planet, on this planet, in this lifetime, your world has got to revolve around self, because you're the only one you got from born to death, and you're the only one you're taking with you to the deathbed. Everything else is changeable. People will come, people will go, people will pass away, people will leave, whatever. You know, so it sounds romantic to revolve yourself around another person until it falls apart. And then you realize, what am I really looking for? What you're really looking for is people who are like your attraction, that want to support you for the part of the journey they're meant to be here for, and then to wish them well as you go into another chapter and you attract new of people who are meant to be in that chapter. Right? Like, it should be constantly evolving, but without grievance. Okay, anyways, I don't know why I'm going on and on. Please don't click off. 4 of Pentacles. It's part of the message, or I wouldn't be drawn to talk about this so much, but let's go into the heart space. 4 of Pentacles. What's going on in the heart space? 7 of Cups. The Hermit. The 2 of Swords. Yeah, there's some self-doubt here. There's some questioning showing up. There's a little bit of holding back. A little bit. You're holding back because you're really uncertain. A little hesitant to put yourself out there. And yet you have all of this love to give. You have all of this beautiful you to shower onto the world, onto the planet. And you put out to the universe clearly what you want. And so the universe wants to give it to you, but you cannot be on guard and receive what you want at the same time. You cannot be mad and receive what you want at the same time. You got to be in alignment. And in alignment means that you're going with the flow, you're trusting that things are working out for you, that you don't let yourself get all balled up in fear, right? So that's the big encouragement here, Capricorn. What is this person's emotional space? Ooh, interesting song. They're giving me the song, What About Your Friends? What about your friends? I don't know. The friends group. Is this someone in your friends group? Friends being important. Okay. King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, King of Cups. Okay, so in that song they say, what about your friends? Are they gonna let you down, or are they gonna be around? See, that's the other thing. You're not letting people down by migrating out of their lives because your experience with them is done. We just love to guilt each other. The human race, we just love to guilt each other and blame each other for our own emotional reactions. You let me down. Well, who told you to put all of your faith and love in me to begin with? You should say, I let myself down because I misplaced that love by putting it all in you and not enough in me. This feels personal. I don't have Capricorn in my top 3, so it's not. But I mean, like, this reading feels personal. Like, I feel like I'm getting personal with someone out there. I don't know. Anyways, don't make this reading fit you if it's not for you. But okay, so in this person's heart space, they're trying to come to terms, come to peace with what they have going on. They are looking for forward progression, but not in any hurry right now. It's like this person has things that they want, and they have things that they want to do. They're just not in a rush right now. So I do find that I do feel that they're trying to get a handle of some other areas of their life. Okay, but I sensed hesitancy on both ends as well. So let's go further. Most likely future outcome. Take all my money, don't leave nothing. Or maybe that song's on TikTok. If you know that artist, let me know. 2 of Cups, the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you had a false, I don't want to say false, because you know what? Whether a relationship works out or not, it was still meant for you. It wasn't a mistake. It wasn't a mistake. It helped you carve out a part of yourself that you would not know without that connection. So stop feeling like every time something doesn't work out, whether it be with a job or a person or a partner, that something went wrong. Nothing went wrong. Nothing ever goes wrong. You're guided the whole way. You're meant to go through those experiences. Do not judge yourself. Do not judge others. There's this feeling that I get that you feel like there's some wrongness here, and Spirit wholly disagrees from the higher self vantage point. So some of you, anyways, there was like some sort of toxic connection here in the past. Could have been a false twin or something that like you had all this emotion, all this hope for, and it just didn't go anywhere, or it ended abruptly, or something about it changed. But it also changed you. However, for right now, for whatever reason, you seem to be resisting that change out of fear, uncertainty. I don't know. You'll have to ask yourself what that's about. But at the same time, you are working on self. And I feel like as you work on yourself, you're getting ready to call in another soulmate. Could be this person, could be someone else. I heard the word, I got the words empty-handed, but you're afraid that you'll be left empty-handed. Like a desire won't get fulfilled. Some of you have a fear that you've done all this work or all this work on yourself and that you have a desire that will not be fulfilled. And that's absolutely wrong. And what's stopping it from being fulfilled, the only thing that's stopping it from being fulfilled is the simple belief or worry that it will not be fulfilled. Right? So if you worry that something's not going to come, that doesn't mean it's not going to come. But it does mean that you're going to prolong the hell out of it. And how long will you prolong it for? Until you release it. Until you release the need for it to come. And then it will come easily. How do you do that? You find a way to be happy anyways. And that's what your encouragement is. Because there is the Ace of Wands. You are not left without. You are not left without. There's something here lined up for you in the connection or with a different connection. And there's passion involved. So what's this person? The Empress? Whoa. Get back on in there. Hold on. That was a mistake. All right. The Empress. Page of Pentacles. Two of Wands, Knight of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. So, Capricorn, this person is going into this space of learning to take better care of themselves, learning to see opportunities and not let it pass them by, looking more towards their future and how they could help versus how others could help them by being more approachable is the word I'm getting, more soft, more romantic, more loving. Like this person is, they're looking forward to somebody that they can invest their time and energy into that takes good care of themselves like the way that they do or like the way that they want to. And they've sat and thought about this and they've sat and prayed about this and they know what their heart's desire is, but they're not necessarily in a rush, which almost makes them perfectly primed to receive right now because they're not feeling that contrast the way that I feel you are. So even though they have battled with something here, they've cleared out a lot of their energy and now it's your turn. And as you clear that energy, Capricorn, the universe delivers either a new person. This could be a new person, but I heard some of you a return of someone. So let's see what the guidance says, Capricorn. Capricorn guidance. You know what? There's 72 cards in here, but I always feel like I get like the same one. Can I get a different one? See if my tarot will listen to me. Serenity. The most important relationship you can have is with yourself. This is a time to honor, nurture, and love yourself by seeking out and removing any negative feelings and emotions. Do not let past issues and resentments interfere with your today experience. That's your advice, Capricorn. And I had two fall out, but I only want one. So let me see. Person Capricorn is dealing with. All right. Seek. The power of spirit exists in all things. Everything is made of energy, and every single thing in the physical world contains a fragment of spirit. We are all one, and it's time to realize you are connected to one another. So I do feel a connection here on an energetic space, Capricorn, where when your vibration ends up meeting their vibration and both of you are in that same space, like magnets, you will attract. So beautiful reading. I hope this resonated. Zodiac signs you may be connected with or have in your own birth chart. I have Taurus, Libra, Pisces, Leo, Virgo, Scorpio, Leo, Capricorn, Gemini. Those are the primary signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind it is a general read, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff, because I do have videos and content over there. Tarot Time with Dana is the name of all my social media. All of it located in the description box below, as well as in the About section, where you can find the donation. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you could do so there. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very, very best. And until next time, my friends, namaste.